What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Attila and Zay video. Today we are coming at you from the beautiful city of Istanbul here in Turkey. This city has a ton of culture and so much beauty. We cannot wait to share some of it with you guys. We're gonna show you guys some of the best spots to visit, so let's go. We are going to be starting off today's video here in the beautiful Sultanahmet Square, and there's a lot to see around here. There's some of the most popular tourist attractions in all of Istanbul right here, and the one behind us is actually the most popular tourist attraction. It is Hagia Sophia, and this place started out as a church, then it was turned into a mosque, and then a museum, and recently in 2020 it has been turned back into a mosque. And this place is spectacular. It is absolutely massive, and the line to get inside is like 1 kilometer long, so I'm not sure if we'll be able to make it inside, but we'll check it out from the outside and we'll see if we get lucky or not. But we're definitely going to take a look and walk around right now and check it out. This right here is the line to go inside Hagia Sophia, and we honestly don't even know where the line starts or where it ends because it is so long and there's so many people in the square right now that it's absolutely crazy. But check out just how beautiful this mosque looks right here, and there's another mosque that is just as beautiful right behind us, and we're surrounded by a whole bunch of historical sites here, and we're excited to check them all out. Zay and I did not do a lot of research about the Hagia Sophia and what time it opens, but I would suggest that if you guys plan to go inside, make sure to come here as early as possible whenever it opens, because the line is so long, and we're near the exit right now, as you guys can tell behind me, and there's a constant flow of people just coming out, and there's a constant flow of people going inside as well. And I don't think we're going to be going inside today just because we don't want to be waiting an hour or probably even longer in line. So make sure you come prepared if you do really want to go inside and visit, because it's probably really beautiful in there.
We are going to make our way over to the Blue Mosque, which is right across from the Hagia Sophia, and it's in the same square that we told you about earlier, Sultanahmet Square.
This place is packed with people. There are tons of like hop on, hop off tour buses all over the place, and this park is stunning. You guys can see that there's this very beautiful water fountain over here in front of us, and all of the different buildings along with the Hagia Sophia right there in the background, and then the Blue Mosque right across from it, which you guys probably won't be able to see because it's really bright over there. But this place is really nice to come and hang out and check out all the different buildings around here.
Sultanahmet Square is also known as a hippodrome, and from what we looked up, a hippodrome has two different meanings. It's a horse racing track, and it's also known as a circus for sporting and social gatherings, and I think it's one of the latter. We have made it into the area of the Blue Mosque. We're actually in line to go inside right now, and this line is way smaller, so we're really excited to get inside. They do have a dress code, so I will be getting like a covering for free, which is awesome. And also it's under construction. What else is new on this channel?
The mosque is really beautiful, but you guys can see it is covered up over here, at least the face of it, but the top of it is not, and it looks really nice from afar, and it's also pretty beautiful close up, except yeah, we can't really see the whole beauty of it because of the covering.
Thank you.
We have made it inside, as you guys can tell, and the line was actually not bad at all. It was about 5 minutes, if not less, and unfortunately the interior is also under construction, so you can't see the full beauty of it because a lot of it is covered up. But the dome was basically being like repaired, and it says that it's done, but they still have like the scaffolding up and stuff like that. But you can still walk around, and the interior is beautiful, but somehow we keep getting unlucky, and I'm not sure if it's under like always being repaired, like they finish one thing and they do another thing and repeat, but we seem to always have this issue everywhere in the world. But yeah.
We have made it outside of the mosque, and it was actually smaller in there than we expected. The outside looks huge, but once we got in there, it was pretty small. But regardless, it was very beautiful from what we could see. Next, we are making our way over to the Grand Bazaar and the Spice Bazaar.
We were just about to leave this place right here, the Blue Mosque, and we saw some photos over here of how it looks like on the inside when the place is not under construction. And there's also a large like outdoor section which we did not get to see, but this place looks really beautiful actually when it's not under construction. And actually it seems a lot bigger as well. I think the construction and the pillars that are set up for the construction along with the scaffolding takes up a lot of space, and it's kind of like sectioned off, so you can't get the full scale and the idea of the full scale. But we can see over here just how beautiful it would have been if it's not under construction. So hopefully when you guys visit, all the construction is done and you guys can see it in its full glory. Getting from one place to another here in Istanbul is actually really simple. They have a really good public transport system. They have a great like system of trams, metro, and buses, and it's actually super inexpensive, which is nice. And we've been like getting around from one spot to another really easily, and some of the locations as well are really walkable. There's good sidewalks and things are generally not too far apart.
Going off of what Attila said, there's actually a scam you need to be aware of. This is called an Istanbul travel card, and we've been using this and sharing this one card to pay for all of our modes of transportation. And when we went to go buy this card, there was a guy who was standing there who actually had already purchased a bunch of cards off the machine, and he was holding a stack and he was trying to charge us 100 lira for this card and then make us put money on it. And we were just like surprised because we read online that it's less. So we told him that we don't want the card. We went to a different machine. There was nobody standing there, and we tried to purchase the card ourselves, and it was only 50 lira. So basically this guy is waiting at the machines with a stack of cards that he bought off the machine and trying to charge you double for it.
Just like Zay mentioned about that scam, I think that there's someone actually being scammed right behind me. If like you're pulling up to buy your tickets, it's in these yellow machines back behind me, and basically you won't need help. It's really easy, and the menus are in all different languages, including English of course, and it's just a couple of clicks. So if someone's offering to help you or reload your card, decline and do it yourself, because it's really easy and you will avoid getting scammed.
We are at the entrance of the Grand Bazaar, and we are going to go walk around inside, show you guys a little bit, and just to give you guys an idea of how overpriced this area is, we just asked 3 different shops about the exact same backpack, and the closer we got to the bazaar, the price doubled, quadrupled, and higher and higher. Like, it was just crazy. One guy said it was going to be $50, then it went to $100, and the third shop said $250. That's outrageous.
So we have made it inside the Grand Bazaar, and you guys can tell all around me there are hundreds upon hundreds and thousands of people in here. This place is truly massive, but like Zay mentioned, we would not really recommend shopping in here. You can come in here, experience it, check out all the different shops, but if you find something you like, make sure you go outside and buy it somewhere else, a little bit further, somewhere a little bit more local, because you will get a lot better deal. And Zay and I have been in Turkey already for about a month now, and we have done a lot of shopping. We visited a ton of different bazaars, local shops, and everything like that. And to give you guys an idea, this shirt that I'm wearing right here cost me 150 lira. Same with the one that Zay's wearing on herself today, 150 lira. So to go into a shop here at the Grand Bazaar and they're quoting you 400, 800, some 1,000 for a shirt or something like that, that makes no sense. It is the same exact shirt, sometimes even worse quality, and you are just being quoted so much money, it makes no sense. So like I said, you can try your hand at haggling, but some of them won't go down to 150 because there's so many tourists around here that they know that someone is gonna come and buy it for the overpriced price. So just a little tip for you guys, come here, check it out, experience it, but do your shopping out there.
Just a heads up for anybody who's not really a fan of cigarette smokes, when you're walking around the Grand Bazaar, there is a little smoky cloud of cigarettes, and wherever you walk you will smell it and you will see people smoking inside. So just a heads up.
The Grand Bazaar is so massive that you can really get lost in here, and you can walk around for hours and not even know if you've been down this alley or that alley, and you really do get lost. And Zay and I have been here and we've been exploring for a little bit, and and you can find absolutely everything in here, from Gucci to Louis Vuitton to Chanel. You can find carpets, you can find pottery, plates, everything. I mean, it's all fake stuff, of course. Maybe not the pottery and you know, some of that stuff, but obviously all of the brand name stuff like the Rolex watches and the Louis Vuitton bags and everything like that, it's not going to be real, but some of them are decent quality actually. And like we mentioned, make sure you're buying that stuff out there. But right now we are going to go ahead and make our way over to the Spice Bazaar, which is really close, just walking distance from the Grand Bazaar, and that place is awesome as well, so we can't wait to show you guys.
Right behind me is the Spice Bazaar, and you can see on the sign it says it's been open since 1664, and you can just smell it from out here. We're gonna enter right now.
This place right here is just as busy, if not busier, than the Grand Bazaar, and you guys will see that as soon as we enter, it is crammed in here. As soon as you enter the Spice Bazaar, you are hit with a very, very nice smell. It's definitely not overpowering, but you can smell all of the different spices blending together, and it actually smells really pleasant. And there are a lot of shops here, so we're going to show you guys around right now. As you guys can tell, we are right now outside of the Spice Bazaar. We are finished exploring it, but low-key, we kind of got kicked out because of our gimbal. We're pretty much used to that at this point. They said we have to take the camera off, and we can still film with the professional camera, but we can't use the gimbal, and this has been an issue our whole trip. But anyways, we explored it and we showed you guys everything. There's a ton of very delicious things in there. There's Turkish delights, there's baklava, there's different teas, spices of course, and the whole vibe in there is awesome with the architecture and just how old it is, and smelling all of these delicious smells. We had a really good time, and we highly recommend, if you guys coming here, checking this place out as well as the Grand Bazaar, because like we had mentioned, it is really close to each other and there's a lot of things to check out in this area. And yeah, right now we're gonna head and check out something else, one of the last things in this video, so let's go there right now. As we're making our way to our next destination, we thought about a fun fact that we wanted to share with you guys, and it's been a while since we shared any fun facts with you, but an interesting fact about the city of Istanbul is that it actually spans across 2 continents. There are few cities in the world that do this, and it's actually part of Europe, and there's an Asian side to it as well. And when you're here, you can cross over the different sides and experience the differences. So that is a really cool fact that we forgot to mention. A short bus ride later, we have made it over here to Taksim Square. This is gonna be our last stop for this vlog, because we just wanted to show you this part over here. There's a really nice shopping street, a really nice square over here, as well as some other stuff in the area that you can check out. And once again, once you make it over here, there's gonna be a few things to do here, so you don't have to hop from one place to another. You can walk around and check out a whole bunch of things in one area, so we definitely recommend coming here and checking this area out.
You're gonna know you're in Taksim Square as soon as you see this beautiful mosque in the background of the bus station or the metro you come up.
The square itself is also really nice, and you got this beautiful statue right over here, and there's a lot of people in here taking pictures with the statue, and the surrounding area is very beautiful as well. And one thing about Istanbul is that when you're walking around or just driving around, maybe taking public transport, you will see a lot of beautiful mosques, and they're so unique and so beautiful. I cannot get over that. When you're visiting Taksim Square, you might notice this old school looking tram over here. It's really cool, and when it starts going, you'll notice that there's going to be a whole bunch of people crammed on it. And that's one thing that we have also noticed, is that public transport gets really crammed. I mean, Istanbul has a lot of people, a big population, about 15 million people in the city, so that is pretty intense, and all the public transport is pretty much crammed all the time, so just make sure you guys are ready for that.
Right behind me is the Atatürk Cultural Museum. If you're into museums, this one is really close to the square where we just came out from, and if you're into museums, there's a ton around here.
The architecture of this museum is really beautiful, and onto the left side you can actually go over there, and there's like an opera house and a whole bunch of things in this area. The last thing that we want to show you guys in this area is this street right ahead of us. It is an extremely busy street, super long, lined with a lot of restaurants, a lot of shops. If you are hungry, if you want to try a whole bunch of different foods, this is a good place to do it. It's probably going to be a little bit more pricey than usual if you were in like a local neighborhood, because this area is extremely touristy. If I lift up the camera, you guys can see people as far as the eye can see, but it is a good place to come anyways, to shop and to try a lot of different things.
This street is really nice and cool to come and check out during the day, especially if the weather is nice. It's going to be really pleasant to walk around. It's going to be less smoky than the Bazaar, and you actually get a better variety of things, and the genuine shops are also here, like Louis Vuitton and Guess and Sephora. You're getting genuine things with that actual price tag as well, but you know you're getting good quality things anyways. You are also getting access to local shops and local companies where the price is going to be a lot better and the quality of the items are going to be a lot better. And the Bazaar is somewhere really cool to go and check out just to see it, but like we said a million times, we wouldn't suggest you guys buy anything there. That is it for today's video, you guys. We hope we got to give you a nice glimpse of Istanbul. It really is a beautiful city and there's so much to explore. We didn't even scratch the surface. With that, please leave a comment if you guys had a favorite part, like the video, and subscribe. We will see you guys in the next one.